Hey everyone, it's Drev here and welcome to episode 4 of Drev Plays Modded. So, we are here. I've done a lot of off-cam work. Basically I was setting up the skelly farm. This is a basic building, this is not staying as it is, it's just a sort of design idea, but basically I've got the hole dug out. That's probably gone into there. Where did it go? Wait. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Well, that works. Perfect. Perfect. This is basically where everything's going to loop to, and we'll sort out what we get, because I have no idea what we're going to get off these things. But here we go. So the entrance was up there, but I basically obviously lowered it out. There is a 4 gap between the spawner and these walls in all directions, apart from obviously 2 up. But seeing as there's a roof above that, they're not going to be spawning above there. And then obviously I put stones on the top to stop them from spawning on the top. So now what we've got to do is we've basically got to seal this room. But there's something I want to do first. Now, I figured there are 2 ways I could go about this. I could turn it into a mob farm. And basically just kill the creatures and have them drop their loot, or I could use this as kind of like an XP farm. Now if I was going to go for the XP farm option, there is something I can make that will basically harm the skeletons down to pretty much 1 punch kill. I had a little look-see to see if this mod pack had them, and it just so happens that they do. Just gonna sleep because I've noticed it's getting dark, as it usually does when I start recording stuff. I've been doing some stuff beforehand. So we're looking at these. We've got wooden spikes which reduce health to half a heart and doesn't kill them. So this won't kill them. This one will, so will the others. Now what I was thinking is I could, because obviously I need to be in the area for the thing to be active, I could use these and make some of these to basically use to kill the skellies. Now, I've got a certain type of setup in mind to do this. So I was thinking we could give it a shot. So first we need to basically get some sticks. So then we can make 1, 2, 3 swords. Oops, this one. Then, oh, does it have to be oak? Let's test. I'm wondering if it can be any wood or if it has to be oak. It has to be oak. Okay, that's fair enough. I do happen to have some. Why did that pick up the silver? I wanted the oak. Hang on, let's do it this way, it'll be quicker. There we go. Okay, so we've got some spikes now. So what I was actually thinking of doing is, if you notice, I've already got hoppers set up in the water source and things like that. Now these can't be, these hoppers I don't think will pick up underneath the spikes. So what I was thinking is actually placing it there. So the skellies get pushed into it through the water. No, actually not there. Ow. There. Just gotta wait for that to come through the system. There we are. So I was thinking of placing it there and basically having the skellies pushed into it, and then all I do is just punch them. Now I need to test to see if the skellies can actually get through that, and I'm going to put this fence down on the bottom here to see if they can actually get through. If they can't, then fantastic, we'll sort that. So what I need to do is I need to get in here and basically start knocking out the torches. So if I get it in, start knocking these out. This is where it starts to get really dangerous, because obviously they will start spawning. And here I am bobbing up and down in the water, hoping that they don't Come and get me. Oh, okay. Oh, bog. Well, that was a fail to begin with. There. Okay, let's try that. Right, that's not working. We'll get there in the end. Oh. And obviously I go in and I go whack. And there we go. Now I'm thinking that's not going to work by sitting there, so I need to put it here. Okay, if they come near it, they should get hurt by it. Well, that's helpful. There we go. Right, it doesn't look like they can actually get through that gap. And then I just hit them and the XP comes through. Oh, I've got to be careful of that. Right, so it works. It works rather nicely. Right, now what I need to do is I need to get in here. Ow. I need to knock that off. Knock that off. And then I need to put this in. There. There we go. Okay, so why isn't that working? Ah, right, okay. So I need to kill that one. So there we go. The skelly fan works. Now obviously if I wanted to just outright kill them, I would just make the stone version. So we do this. 1, 2, 3. And then we do that. And then what I would do, just for safety, is pop the fence in, take that out, pop that in. Can't because someone's standing there. So it's like that. And that should outright kill them now. Now do I still... Sorry. Okay, so now I'm wondering, do I still get the XP if they die by the spike? No, there is no XP build-up, but this basically works now as an AFK fan. So all I need to do then is basically just kind of let's see, yeah. So now all I basically need to do is pop that in there, put that in there, and I can switch between them two basically. If I'm needing XP, I'll switch out to the wood, and then I just basically farm the wood up. And if I just want an AFK farm where I'll just have doors up there, seal this place in, and just sit here and just let the loot come in. That would work too. Now obviously the chest is there for build up, basically, because obviously at some point these are all going to get filled. So there we go. But yeah, that's the farm up and running anyway. So we'll get plenty of bone meal and things like that eventually. So that was one task that I wanted to get out of the way. So we'll leave that going. Now obviously I'll make this look pretty a little later. I've got a bit of storage for the farm. Obviously it's not working 100% well just yet. There we go. That's fine, it's draining out now. So I've got that working. So the farm's working just fine. I'm still sort of debating if I want to stick it in a building or not. So I'm just sort of leaving it as this for now and sort of working it out later. But yeah, the main reason why I kind of wanted to get the bone meal was because I want to get these botanica flowers growing, because I've got botanica flowers over here, but they don't grow unless you bone meal them. So I obviously want to make myself a nice little garden and stuff, and see if we can yeah, see, this for ender flowers only. But obviously I'll have this eventually, which will make my flowers for me, because I'll have the seeds. I'll have these seeds here, which will make any flower I want. But obviously to make them I need tier 2 stuff. So this is the stuff I'm basically going to be working on next, and I obviously want to try and see if I can find a way to sort of automate the system. If I can, because I don't even know if I can automate that. I don't know why cap locks is on. Oops. See, we've got these farmers, but these farmers are no good. These farmers I don't think are any good either. So I am pretty much stuck for these types of things. Let's have a look. Here we go. We've got some growth crystals here. These would be handy. If we look at botanica stuff, because I do want to start getting into some of the botanica stuff pretty soon. Mainly because a lot of the gear and stuff like that is very, very handy. Oh, I didn't realise it was getting to night time. There we go. So yeah, I'm wanting to have a look basically at the botanica stuff soon. We've got the Skelly farm up and running now. I'm not just wanting to have a look at the botanica stuff, I'm also wanting to have a look at the mystical agriculture stuff as well, because obviously I want to get an ore farm up and running now. In the last series obviously I was talking about basically having themed towns and things like that. Well, this area isn't really going to be of any particular theme. This is basically going to be our starter town where we have a lot of automated stuff. We will have automated farms for... Eventually what I'm going to set up is I'm going to make the... We've got the crop farm over here. I want to make the tree one, and I basically want to get a tree farm up and going where that would automatically feed into a furnace, which will automatically basically feed charcoal. Basically turn it automatically into charcoal, and then that charcoal will then basically be sent to the furnaces down here. So I was actually thinking of making the tree farm down here so I could right above, so then all I need to do is do a transfer pipe straight down and basically set up a furnace area down here where I turn the wood into charcoal, and the charcoal basically fills these up. I'm going to be removing this one because it goes through lava so quick, it's not even worth it, and it's not even funny how quick it goes through. And then obviously this, I'm going to completely change this up as well. What I'll do is I'll basically take it down another couple of floors and then have a wall of drawers where all the ores get fed into their respective drawers. So yeah, I've got storage plans and things like that in the works, and how to get things up and running properly. And this town's not going to be any set theme or anything like that. This town is quite literally going to be where we go to get all our resources, to get all our stuff. This is basically our collection town where anything goes pretty much. As long as it gets what we need and we can keep moving on, it will do what we need to do. So yeah, it's think of it as sort of like a test town. We'll set up farms to automate stuff. We'll have all the resources gathering. I'll eventually get a couple of chunk loaders up and running, and we'll basically keep. I think I can have chunk loaders. Let me double check that. I'm talking about getting chunk loaders on the go, and I'm not even sure I can have a chunk loader. There we go, chunk loading one. So yeah, we can. It's an eye of redstone, which is fairly easy to get. It's the lasso of the villager that may be a little tricky, but we'll get it. We'll get it. So yeah, we'll get a chunk loading wand and a chunk loading ward. And yeah, we'll basically have that set up to basically keep all of the automated farms up and running. So we'll keep our miner going, we'll keep our farm going, we'll keep our tree farm going, so that we can keep our charcoal going and keep our farm going. That sort of stuff, you know. We'll be getting there to get what we need. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So yeah, this town's not going to have much of a theme to it. I'm going to try and make it look as pretty as possible, and obviously this will probably be one of those areas where we'll come back to and go, well, we've tried this in that town, so let's try it again over here, and things like that. That's pretty much what I'm going for. We want to get set up, we want to be able to get it so everything's fully automated, and well, as automated as we can get, and we can get a load of resources. But I also want to sort of work out some building techniques and things like that. So this is going to be our little hidden away outpost that basically farms everything for us, and that's kind of also why I'm pretty glad that there's a guardian farm over there. So then that fits in quite nicely with our farming area, and obviously we've got swamp islands as well, which will be great to make slime farms out of. So this is pretty much going to be our mining and resource gathering area. We've got a nice desert over there to pick away at and things like that. So yeah, this area I'm going to try and keep as, you know, pretty as possible, but it is our starting off gathering resources and farming. They're kind of the area sort of starting zone. So yeah, we are going to start building our own world, town by town and city by city and village by village, and we'll get there in the end. As we progress and as we get more resources and get more stuff, we will have a lot more fun with what we can do. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with this town, because there is no set theme as of yet, because I haven't set one. There isn't one to set. So I wanted to get a look at the mystical agriculture, which is this stuff here. So if we have a look at... Right, so we can get a lot of stuff. One thing that I want to work on getting when we can is this Paxil's a pretty good thing to get a hold of, but actually this is the stuff I want. The superior armor. It is practically, no, I do believe it is the best armor that you can get in this particular mod pack. I'm not 100% certain on that because obviously I cannot remember all of the stuff that comes in all of the packs. But this is pretty bloody good. Let's put it that way. It is pretty bloody good. And obviously you've got all your charm upgrades that you can stick on the armor and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically what I'm looking at, sort of working towards. Now I was looking, that's the ultimate furnace, gloss online. Seed replicator, what does that do? Convert seed into their respective crop output. It runs on power of theoretical energy, which means you don't need to give it any power. Fair enough. That's a witherproof block. What's this? What does that do? No idea. Okay. That's a Dragon Age Crux. Cool. I am looking for something that accelerates growth, but it looks like that's the only thing that is a growth accelerator, which is a little odd because I thought there was more than just that. Okay, fair enough. So we've got that. Okay, that's a miner's torch, an uncollectible torch that can occasionally be placed by a superior pickaxe with a miner's vision charm. Alright. Right, so we've got witherproof stuff and we've got the ultimate furnace. These furnaces are brilliant. They're absolutely fantastic. They smelt through stuff like a hot knife through bar. It's awesome. Okay, so we're basically wanting to work into this stuff anyway. This is the stuff I'm wanting to work in. I want to get one of these swords because one of these swords, with the skelly fan we've got there, we could get a hell of a lot of stuff. And basically, if you put, let's just say we happen to get a skelly chunk. Now, a skelly chunk requires a tier 3 mob chunk, and we can just smelt down a skelly chunk to a tier 3. And then all we need to do is just add stuff to it to get what we need. See, creeper, we just had gunpowder and we can get a creeper chunk with a tier 3. Spider, the same. Rabbit. Guardian. And then to upgrade it to a tier 4, which kind of skips a bit of a process. I mean, we can do the similar thing with the first one, which is we get from a zombie. And you make a zombie chunk with it by basically getting a tier 1 and going on. Now you can't downgrade a tier 3 to a tier 1, unfortunately. But yeah, this is basically what we're going to go get into eventually, because it has absolutely everything that we could possibly want. But obviously to get them we need to actually have the resource to begin with, which is why we've also got the void miner set up. But this can get us everything we need. Now I am hoping that we can basically get the coal crop, because once we can get the coal crop and the coal seeds up and running, we will not need to worry about coal at all. What's that do? Ah, it crushes it into seed oil. Alright. So yeah, we just need to get basically tier 2 stuff and to get that. That's basically it. So, yep. That's my plan. The next few episodes, off camera, I'll be gathering resources to basically start this stuff up. Because we do have a fair bit of this stuff now. If I just open it up, well, we got 191, but we are going to be getting more with that skelly farm. I've just got to work out that if I have to actually kill them to get the essence, or if they can just die by the spikes. So I will basically sit AFK for a wee while and I will see if I can get any more of the essence from them. I know I haven't done very much in this episode. It's kind of just been sort of discussing what we plan to do next and our next move basically, and pretty much just getting our skelly farm up and running and showing you what I've done off camera. I know I've done a lot of stuff off cam, If you guys don't mind that, so I sort of talk a bit more in episodes and you sort of watch me do little bits and pieces and things like that. If you don't mind watching me do that kind of thing, then I will do, you know, more sort of stuff off camera. So it's, you know, the more it's all the grindy, boring stuff. Like, I don't think you guys wanted to see me sit and basically dig out a skelly farm to make a basic vanilla Minecraft skelly farm. It just doesn't have the usual drop shoot and stuff like that, which, you know, your normal Minecraft one does. I considered doing that, but then I thought I don't really have the room to do it, and we've got mod packs, so why not try and see if we can find something of use from one of the mod packs. And sure enough, I remember the spikes being in one and thought I'll give that a try, and it works. They work rather well. So I am going to go and I'm going to see what I can get from these. I obviously need to. Right, there is only one, so I do have a funny feeling I have to kill them to get what we need, but we will soon find out. I'm going to stick a door up here so I can go AFK down here safely. Alright, this should be nice and efficient. Obviously the skelly farm will only work so much while I'm here. Just got to keep an eye on this chest here. I think I have to kill them for it to work. Actually, you know what I could do to make it a little easier? Yeah, I have to kill them to get the instance. Fair enough. Alright, well, I'm going to sit here and gather essence for a wee while, because I'm going to need to gather an awful lot of it. As always, like the video if you liked it, disliked it if you disliked it, leave me a comment below. And yeah, I will catch you all in the next episode. Hopefully I'll have some good stuff to show you. Alright, catch you all later. Ta-ta for now.